Okay, let's dive right in. The world of work is changing, and it's changing fast. It's not really about learning just one thing anymore, like coding or how to edit a video. To really stay ahead, you've got to build a stack of skills that makes you valuable no matter what happens next. So the big question is, how do you do that? Let's break down the 5 absolute must-have skills you need to build a career that lasts.
Now, this number should really grab your attention. The World Economic Forum is saying that in just a few years, almost half of the core skills we use today could be totally different or even useless. That sounds kind of scary, right? But the answer isn't to just panic and learn a bunch of random new things. The real key is to understand which skills are going to work with new tech, like AI, to make you even more powerful.
So, this is the crucial difference we need to get straight. Think of it like this. Hard skills are the tool. It's the software you know, the code you can write, the AI you can prompt. But the soft skills, that's the mind. That's how you think, how you solve a tricky problem, and how you use that tool in a way nobody else thought of. See, a tool is just a hunk of metal, or code, without a creative mind to wield it. The future belongs to people who can master both.
All right, so here's our roadmap. We're going to start with the foundation, the one skill that makes everything else possible, deep work. Then we'll get into the toolkit, the practical stuff, AI literacy, video editing, and content creation. And to wrap it all up, we'll talk about the amplifier, the one thing that makes all the other skills worth so much more, storytelling.
First up, deep work and focus. I like to call this the meta skill because honestly, without this, learning anything else is going to be a struggle. It's your ability to just buckle down and work on one thing without getting distracted. It is the single most powerful antidote to our crazy, notification-filled world.
I mean, let's be real for a second. The problem for most of us isn't a lack of talent, it's a total lack of focus. You know the feeling. You sit down to learn something new, and 5 minutes later you're checking your phone. Then you're scrolling, and boom, an hour is gone. In a world where anyone can look up a technical skill, the person who can actually concentrate and get things done, that person is rare, and that person is going to win.
So how do you actually build this focus superpower? Here's a super simple, step-by-step plan you can start today, the Pomodoro Technique. For step 1, just set a timer for 25 minutes. Phone away, extra tabs closed, 0 distractions. When that timer rings, you move to step 2. You take a real 5-minute break. Get up, walk around, do anything but look at a screen. Then, you just repeat the cycle. That's your first milestone. As you get better, you level up. Push it to 45-minute sessions, then maybe even 90. Seriously, if you can lock in just a couple hours of true deep work a day, you'll be miles ahead of almost everyone else.
And that ability to focus is exactly what you need for our next skill, because AI isn't something you can just casually learn. If you're freaked out about AI taking jobs, well, you're not totally wrong. History's shown us that people who ignored new tech got left behind. But here's the twist. The folks who learned how to operate the new machines, they got better jobs. AI is not your replacement, it's your new creative partner.
And here's your learning path broken down into simple projects. Milestone 1, just pick one of these. Let's say generating thumbnails. Spend a few of those deep work sessions just getting really good at writing prompts for that one task. That's it. Your second milestone? Add another service, maybe writing scripts or doing research. Then, for milestone 3, you can package these skills together and offer them to busy creators. See? You're not just learning about AI, you're building a practical, valuable service.
So once you have AI helping with your ideas and research, you can pour all that creative energy into the craft itself. And that brings us to skill number 3, video editing. Now, a ton of people make this mistake. They watch a few tutorials on some editing software and suddenly think, hey, I'm a professional editor. But just knowing how to use the tools doesn't make you valuable.
The real difference is right here. A software user knows what the buttons do. A visual storyteller knows how to make you feel something. They know how to build suspense, how to land a joke, how to keep your eyes glued to the screen. I learned the basics of Premiere Pro in a couple of hours. That wasn't the hard part. The real skill is in the creative choices, the pacing, the visual storytelling. That's what separates the pros from the amateurs.
So, if you're serious, here's your learning path. Milestone 1, pick a niche you actually love watching. Milestone 2 is all about deconstruction. Don't just watch your favorite creators, study them. Pause the video. Ask yourself, why did they make that cut right there? What's that sound effect doing? Why did the music change? Your third milestone? Try to copy them. Recreate a 10-second clip you love. That kind of active, hands-on learning is worth more than a dozen tutorials.
Okay, being a great visual storyteller is amazing, but it's even more powerful when you're telling your own stories.
And that leads us right to skill number 4, content creation. I bet you've thought about starting a YouTube channel or something, but then the questions hit you, right? What would I even talk about? I don't have a good camera. How do I edit? And that confusion just paralyzes most people.
But you can't let those excuses win. This quote from the source material just says it all. You don't need a professional studio. The person behind this started with a regular smartphone and a mic that costs less than a pizza. If you have a phone in your pocket, you literally have everything you need to start.
So here's your first milestone. Just start with what you have right now. Your second milestone is to publish one video this week. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's going to be bad, and that's okay. The goal isn't to go viral. It's just to start moving. The opportunity to build something online is massive right now, but you have to actually begin. Don't wait. The time is now.
Now, you can be the most focused, AI-savvy, video-editing content creator in the world, but none of it truly lands without this final, amplifying skill: communication and storytelling. This is the glue. It's what makes everything else you do 100 times more valuable.
When you get right down to it, communication is just this. It's the ability to get your ideas out of your head and into someone else's, so clearly that they can't ignore it. A video goes viral not just because the edits are cool, but because the story connects with people. As a freelancer, you get the job not just because your skills are good, but because you can clearly communicate your value to a client. This one skill can be the difference between being brilliant but overlooked and being brilliant and in demand. So let's do a quick recap. It all starts with a foundation of deep work and focus. From there, you add the tools: AI literacy, video editing, and content creation. And then you amplify all of it with great communication and storytelling. You see how they all connect? Each one builds on the last to create a seriously powerful combination for whatever the future throws at you.
And that brings us right here to the most important part. Hearing about all this is great, but it doesn't mean anything without action. Your future-proof career doesn't start next month or next week. It starts right now, with one decision. So take a good look at this list. Which one are you going to start mastering first?